Previously on WandaVision. It was Agatha all along. So is Quicksilver actually her husband? Will Monica save the day with her new powers? Will the kids step up and help their mom?
Where are the kids?
Yeah,
Where are the kids?
That's
Yes.
Right.
And will Vision be able to leave the hex eventually? Will he even get to his wife? We will find out hopefully this episode.
So many questions.
Oh,
so many questions.
So many questions. So welcome back, guys. Storm here.
I'm here.
Agatha.
Kimmy here.
So we are so excited about this show. We are on episode 8, previously on. Love the titles, by the way. Feeling bad for Wanda.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We know now that Agatha, it was her all along. I love the theme song at the end. We were just doing the sound test to make sure we could all hear everything just fine, and we just watched that part. And we were like grooving to it. So, does she have more power than Wanda? Is she equally matched there? I'm sure they have different powers. Which powers? I know she's Scarlet Witch. I'm just kind of labeling it as like which powers maybe they're similar. I'm glad that Wanda's not the one who is fully in charge. Like she's not in control.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes,
So, yes,
because
definitely.
it was getting darker and darker every episode.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right. It sure was.
I think she's losing more of the control. And Agatha, well, we know she was the director of this all, so.
Manipulator.
Again, the theme song just said everything. I just love how literal it was. And then I killed a dog. So Mom's a good sport. I'm like, be manic and laugh at the camera. Can you do that?
Sure.
You're always so amazing. Mom, like, we don't do that enough. And we got to start doing that more again. Where, like, during X-Men, you were the Juggernaut bitch. Remember that? She had a mixing bowl on top of her head.
Oh my
When
God.
she said that. And then when you were Elena from Game of Thrones, it was me.
That's right.
That's
I made
right.
that hat too, the one that she wears, the character.
Oh, yes.
And it looks good on you. But anywho, I think we have one episode left after this.
Oh, wow.
So everything's really going to
so
build
that's
up.
really going to climax, yeah.
So what do you think Quicksilver is? I mean, we were debating last time because everyone in this world seems to be a person, like an actual living being, who now is under control because of Agatha. And did she fabricate Quicksilver? Like, I truly feel like he was someone else. So when we saw her, like, I guess snap her fingers during the theme song, or she was just sitting there having a glass of wine in their front yard, and then you just see, you already see him there, and there's purple around him, like her magic. But it kind of makes me wonder, could that be, I'm sorry, I'm going to say her husband again, because I'm just obsessed with the fact that.
Well, we haven't seen him the whole time.
Right.
So he
At
could have
all.
changed his person, or that could be him. Maybe he actually looks like that and just said he's Quicksilver.
How about it? Could be Hayward, too?
You know, honestly, that would be a twist too, because we think we see them around the same time, but maybe he's like, if he has a certain power we don't understand, I don't know. Now, I was overthinking it too, because as we found out, he was trying to bring Vision back online before. So I kind of wonder if he has a part in convincing Wanda, maybe not directly, but indirectly, like convincing her to steal the body because he knew that way might actually bring Vision back. So would that be crazy if he was the husband? I know we did say that too at one point.
Could be. I mean, Vision tried to get out of the hex and, you know, he's screaming, help, please help us all. And there was no help.
Yeah, he didn't even care. So he also might have acted like that too, because he knew he had to stay in there. So maybe he's, I mean, I doubt it. That's kind of far-fetched, I think. But yeah, like, that is true. He didn't do anything, but maybe for the reason that he knows that he can't actually leave the hex and he wants him to stay in there. So he could be, I don't know. We will find out, I guess. But we have so many cool theories.
Sure.
Thank you guys for sharing your theories. I always love hearing that. We do watch on the day WandaVision comes out, so we won't get spoiled on that. Patreon is ahead of our YouTube, so you can check out the next episode earlier than our YouTube. And yeah, so shall we get into this?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
Hopefully
Can't really
Darcy
see now
can
either.
help in a big way too.
I hope so.
Yes.
She is funny. Like, she's good, like, comedic relief, and
That's right.
Yeah.
I
She
like
is
her.
good.
Yeah.
In small doses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
She's a little
I know, like a little too quirky sometimes
Yeah,
or something,
that's
but
right.
I think she's cute, and I'm happy they brought her character back because I know a lot of people didn't like the original Thor movies. I love Ragnarok. Like, that one was like a step up, an amazing movie. It was different direction and all that. But with Thor 1 and 2, I know a lot of people didn't care for those, and she was in those. But anyway, so it's fun that they're bringing that back. Like, they didn't just ignore that stuff and brought her back at least. And then maybe Jane. We will find out. All right, 108. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I love how they brought that into this.
Yeah.
God, getting burned at the stake, most likely.
Are you a witch?
Well, you just put these magical chains on me, so what are you?
God, yeah.
I did not break your rules. They simply bent to my power.
Uh-oh. Mother!
Ooh.
Ooh!
Are they going to dissolve her or make her stronger?
Oh.
She's absorbing it, maybe?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at, whoa.
Whoa, right back at you.
Whoa.
My own mother.
Oh, she's going to get you, mother. She's taking over.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
My,
She's going to take you, yeah?
whoa. Whoa. What?
Oh,
Oh, my, oh.
I believe this is mine.
No,
Oh, and she has it on to this day.
She does look shocked to meet the real us, doesn't she?
Where are they?
Oh. Oh. Whoa.
Only the witch that casts the runes can use her magic.
Tell me
I do
more.
not know the fundamentals. I was so patient.
Oh, she's a...
So I get her in her own realm.
Reveal your true self. Real brother's body is on another continent. Not to mention full of holes.
Yeah, God.
Oh, come on.
Thanks for the reminder.
Good. Good.
Ew, don't eat it. Please don't eat it. Ew, 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 ew.
Oh,
No.
jeez.
Under your thumb. All interacting with each other. According to complex storylines. Every little detail in place. Down to the crown molding. What's your secret, sister?
Ooh, bunny.
I'm not.
Whoa.
What was it you said to your not brother?
You're not brother.
could recall was the feeling.
It's been fun playing pretend for a while, hasn't it, Wanda?
Voodoo doll.
It's time to look at some real reruns.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Oh,
All right,
Not good.
let's go.
oh, jeez.
That's right.
Is that real though, or?
Yeah, right. Is she
I wonder,
fabricating?
yeah.
Charming. Love the Cold War aesthetic. Why are we here?
Oh, she was really into
Oh,
that.
this
girl.
is...
English.
In English, Papa!
He's loud, isn't he?
You
Oh,
said
wow.
the only rule of TV night is we try to practice our English.
Just making her relive her memories.
This is your pick, yes?
Shenanigan is like problem, but more silly than scary, but can sometimes be a little scary.
My mom's like, woohoo.
Yeah. Always like this show. Oh, Jesus Christ.
In reality.
Man, and that's why they were so mad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the TV's still going.
Oh,
Did you stop that bomb?
What?
Used a probability hex.
It just never went off. It was defective. We didn't know that.
So what I see here is a baby witch obsessed with sitcoms and years of therapy ahead of her. The only way forward is back.
Hydra, I see the Hydra symbol. It'll be a bad test on you.
Don't be scared. You already lived it once.
Ooh, the scepter.
There it is.
Lucky staff.
Not one subject has survived direct contact.
I heard
Don't
that.
say that.
Oh, that's Vision Stone.
This is the phone. This is stone.
So she has that power.
Guess it's isolation now. Again. What happened in there?
They couldn't see it?
Guess not. Oh, people behind her. Parents behind her. How freaky.
So, little orphan Wanda got up close and personal with an infinity stone. So where are we now?
The Avengers compound. It was the first home Vision and I ever shared.
You just go through the wall.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't mean to intrude. Well, I suppose, yes, I did intend to come in here.
And now,
Malcolm in the middle.
That's old.
It's Bryan Cranston.
Yes.
Oh, gee.
Wanda, I don't presume to know what you're feeling. But I would like to know.
the only thing that would bring me comfort is seeing him again.
Oh.
I'm so tired. It's just like this wave washing over me again and again. It knocks me down. It's just gonna drown me.
No. No, it won't.
How do you know?
But what is grief? If not love, persevering. Oh. Yes, it was very funny, wasn't it?
Oh.
Parents dead, brother dead,
Stop.
Vision dead.
I wanted him back.
She's helping her, but it's for her own reasons.
That's right.
She wants the power.
When I came back, he was gone. His body. And I know he's here.
She's looking right at him.
That's always freaky.
Like that, yeah. Well, she must have.
Wanda Maximoff. It's an honor to meet you. Truly.
Huh.
I'd like to show you something.
And then you'll give him to me.
Come with me.
No answer.
I bet you he's the one who triggered her to
Yeah.
to steal.
Oh.
Like redoing him. They're-
Why would you show her that? He's trying to send her over
And
the
he
edge.
doesn't.
I just want to bury him. That's all I want.
Are you sure?
Excuse me?
He isn't yours.
Wrong answer.
Oh, that's why there's a little
Oh.
confliction.
That is so weird.
That's weird.
I mean, like, you're already messed up and seeing someone like that. That just made everything way worse.
Oh, gee.
And she actually walked away. So these are the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
from her show. This is so sad.
She just makes this house up here.
Yeah. To grow old in, huh?
She has no support. That's it. She can't take it anymore.
But how did... But she stole the body at some point.
Oh.
And way back when, she still had it in her.
Welcome home.
How interesting.
Yeah, she just shut down.
Ooh.
Oh, she has
what the-
them in her control like that.
No, look at that.
The Scarlet Witch.
No, I want to see more. Don't end there.
No. Oh my God, the poor kids.
Talk about the energy in this.
Oh
Like,
my God.
wow, and how they
Wow.
pull it all together.
Oh,
Yeah, we just thought it was going to be like, okay,
Yeah,
what's going to happen with Monica and Pietro? But it wasn't. It was
no, it
about
wasn't.
those two down in the basement. And
Yeah, we had no
Wow,
Monica
that's
in this one
fantastic.
at all. And this was
Nothing.
awesome to
Whoa,
actually,
God.
it was so heartbreaking though to relive those moments with Wanda.
That's
Yeah,
It
right.
felt
yes,
so
it was,
real.
yeah.
her family
definitely.
and how they
Oh.
made warm and, comfortable, some kind of moments together in this war that was just outside their window.
Yeah.
That's horrible, yeah.
And we heard some things about her past, but we didn't actually see much of it at all.
Oh,
We only
didn't.
heard about it and it was vague. So we heard about the explosion originally, and when she was reliving that memory, it was good to see how the actual old shows related to her, imaginary
Oh, that's right,
world.
yes.
And she was very involved with that because I'm being in a different country, these are American shows and I was like, why was she? I mean, maybe she was really into them, but actually seeing that, it was really true to her
Definitely, yes.
childhood. It was a safety thing,
Comfort
bonding,
zone.
comfort
Yeah.
zone with her parents, and the ultimate tragic event of that bomb exploding her world.
Oh, that's horrible, yeah.
And I was kind of wondering when we saw that memory, I'm like, are they going to freaking show the explosion here? I'm like, that's going to, and then I let my guard down. That was a perfect way they did that, where we're watching, she's happy. Ooh, and there is a cutscene. I am glad that we kept
Okay.
watching. So we're going to watch this really quick. Really? Oh, they're going to bring back the original?
It's like ice vision.
No,
Oh,
what's going
what's
on?
he
I'm
gonna
so
do? Try to
conflicted.
Jeez,
Try to
what
conquer
the-
Wanda.
Oh,
Counteract.
What? That's so
It
crazy.
is.
He was the one, he was modifying it. We
That's
know. He
Yeah.
wasn't
Yes, sir.
dismantling it because it's $3 billion worth of
Oh, boy.
vision there. He was creating this.
Mm.
What? I mean, what? That's so crazy. So, okay, we originally thought, because that's what we saw originally, where Wanda stole his body. And we figured that she fabricated, made him alive with those pieces. But she full on fabricated him. Out of
Right,
nothing.
my
So you
gosh,
can do
yeah.
that. She can do that. That's insane. That's a lot of power there. I mean, how did you guys feel during this? I know he's a robot, but he's a synthezoid. He's very advanced, and he is more human than robot.
Yes.
So I think Marvel, this, they do such a good job at really making you believe it and feeling like a connection, and that he is a really
That's right.
good person, that he is caring, and he's learning things for the first time. He's super intelligent, but he was made during a movie, all these pieces coming together creating him
Wow, yes.
in Ultron. So he's learning everything on his own for the first time. So he found a great connection with Wanda. They really just hit it
sure
off.
he did,
And
yeah.
I really felt that. I thought they did a
Me too,
really good
yeah.
job at making you think beyond. Not that you want to judge what he is, but you think robot or something. He full on is a human. He
Right,
is very
and-
human.
Right,
in that
he
way.
And he has one human connection, specifically with Wanda in this
Definitely. Yeah.
instance. But even with the sitcoms, bringing back the sitcoms, he was learning through the sitcoms, oh, that's really bad that something just fell on that person. And she's like, oh, it's good. It's a sitcom. Everything will be fine afterward. Oh, will
That's
it?
right, yeah.
So through the sitcoms, she learned English with her family. That was her comfort thing. And then with Vision and her watching it, that was another comfort time where they watched it together, where it was something
Yes.
happy, something tragic. It was like shenanigan kind of thing. And then, well, what's shenanigans? Well, it's kind of something's going to go wrong, but it's going to be okay in the end.
Yeah.
That's a great
Jeez.
point. That is such a
Yeah.
great point to bring up, because yes, it had a great connection to both major parts of her life. And my God, and also going to not because of what she went through with the explosion in Hydra did she get her powers. She had them beforehand, so it wasn't a dud. Like, she actually stopped that bomb from going off.
She did.
So that was huge.
Definitely.
And I know I'm probably wrong. You guys let us know. You're always so nice to fill us in because it's been a while since we saw these movies. I love the MCU. But when she was getting experimented on, I don't recall ever hearing that she actually had an interaction with an Infinity Stone before. So I don't know if that's new knowledge or not, because that really like threw me for a loop.
I didn't realize
really
that either. So
something,
she had that in her the whole time. So
And
that's
it was
how
the
she,
yellow stone. That's what Vision
yes,
had.
that's
So
how she fabricated
Wow.
him to make this Westview.
yeah, it gave her a
You
huge
know,
upgrade. She
persona.
already had these powers, and that really upgraded her immensely. So we know she has a ton of power, and we've heard comments before that if she was around and didn't disappear, like turn to ash after the snap, she probably could have killed Thanos herself. And just hearing that, so she actually jumped 5 years. So now she, again, as we know, killed Vision because he asked for it because he didn't want Thanos to get his stone because he was one with the Infinity Stone. Then Thanos brought him back and killed him again in front of her. So she killed him, then he died again. And then she disappeared right after the snap. So she only had that moment before she disappeared. And when she was reset, there's no memory with those 5 years. You just all of a sudden come back. And this is still so new to her. So now he's in this building getting ripped apart. Like he was all in pieces. And for Hayward, I mean, we suspected him of actually making a weapon. Like he wants him back online for some reason, you know. For him to let Wanda go that far to see it, no, let her see it. See him in pieces, just to even bring her into that room to have her look at her loved one in pieces. Like she hasn't seen that. Like she already saw horrific, you know, he died twice on her.
Right,
but now he's in pieces. You dismantled him completely. Like why would you let her see that unless in that second he knew that she was so powerful that he couldn't deny her anything.
That's what I think it was, because even when she opened the door, he goes, "No, I have done, you know."
Like the key, the buzzer,
or
whatever.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, yeah," and she was just like, and he was very smart to play that and let her in because she can be so destructive.
Sure, she can be. Yeah.
And to let her in there, and he was so cold about it. Like, oh, it's ours. It's legally, it's our property. And it's $3 billion. So he's ours.
It's insane to think that, you know, and this is so weird because he's not a human per se. He's property now. And, you know, he is a weapon still. So it's rough. Like, I really felt bad for Wanda. And then you have Agatha, and she's saying these bad things to her just to get under her skin to trigger these memories so she can figure out why or how she did all this.
And how is she so powerful? How did she have this Westview
say that.
As
magic?
Sad as this was, definitely my favorite episode. Every episode we watch is my new favorite. And it's so cool and crazy and how different this is now. Like, it's really dark. And even learning about Agatha and how she was
the beginning scene, that was a really good scene to see because she was more powerful than any of them.
That's right.
Even the mother.
Even the mother too,
Yeah, and she was great at acting there too because here she's pleading, please, like I could be good, I need guidance.
And with her little eyes.
Her mom knew, and she's like, no, you can't. And then she'd have that sadistic, like, and even then, like, how did you feel about that as well? Like, did you feel like she really wanted help, or do you think that she was just playing it up?
I think she was
totally
just playing it up, definitely.
She did great there with the expressions, like. And even in the moment with the mom, I mean, twice, where the mom started chanting with the other witches, and then she kind of saw, like, oh, you're my mom and you're still going to do this to me? Because I kind of saw that on her face of, like, realism striking, like, oh, really? And then it started turning, like, well, now I'm going to get you because now you betrayed me. There's nothing left, you know? And then when the mother actually physically attacked her with her magic, that same look kind of got worse, and then she made that decision, which we knew, you know, I'm going to kill you now.
And she tried to do it with the other witches. She tried to get to her too, and she backed off when they all died, really. And then she tried again, and there's no way. She was more powerful.
I love how
That
they brought
awesome.
witches into this. So
Yeah.
it makes sense now because we've always heard Scarlet Witch. So I guess that was not her title. I don't recall if they ever actually called her that in the movies, but now I'm thinking it was just Wanda. But I've always read Scarlet Witch. So now this is how she gets her title because she
That's
always
how
was a
her
witch.
title.
That's right, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Man, and so she fabricated Pietro, I guess, like fully, like Vision.
Oh, she did. Yeah,
did.
definitely. Yeah.
And you know,
Big
Yeah,
tricks.
it's so creative how they do
it
this.
kind of makes sense that she would do this because look, her parents both died, her brother dies, but
Oh, gosh.
when her parents died, she has her brother. When her brother died, eventually, you know, she found Vision, but now she has no one.
Yeah.
So to make some comfort, and she is so powerful, to make this world to form to what she wants. Finally, she gets what she wants
Yeah.
in this world through these sitcoms. She's pretty powerful. And Agnes, or now Agatha, has to bring her down to the basement to her world so she can be more powerful than Wanda. That's pretty impressive to try, but she's like, she wants to know how is she doing it.
And Agatha has Tommy and Billy too.
I was just gonna, yeah.
So cool. Yeah.
And that might be the final straw because now that she has all this information, she wants to trigger that again. She wants to make Wanda do like this ultimate power. Maybe she's trying to control Wanda even more by subduing her with the kids. But I'm kind of wondering because she keeps digging, like trying to find more answers of like your parents died, then your brother died, then Vision dead,
she's
like the
trying
way
to
she
make her
says it.
Yeah.
And now she has her kids like at the throats like that, and just in plain
Ooh, yeah.
sight. Like, I really feel like she's trying to get her to snap to do more magic so she can maybe absorb it. Who knows? Like we saw in the beginning of the episode. But I am hoping her kids can somehow fight and help fight
I hope
off.
so. Yeah, me too.
Right. Especially Billy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just so like this was heartbreaking to watch. You know, like it was really well done, and I really felt for her.
I do
Yeah,
too. And
I do.
I'm wondering if Wanda can overpower her because now she's up in her world again.
Yeah,
They're not in the
That's right.
basement. They're not where, but clearly Agatha is very strong. She's very powerful. She's got her kids, you know, but maybe it's just like playing it up as much as she can, you know, just throwing that card out there. Like I have to pull all the stops onto Wanda to really get it out of her so I can somehow try to capture that power that she has.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
man.
But this Hayward guy and this new Vision, this
Freaky.
Ice Vision or
Oh, that
something.
is freaky.
I know, and I can't help it. I like
He's
Vision's
huge.
character a lot,
Oh, gosh.
and I really want him to come back. I know if he stays real, it's not going to be the same one. He's going to be a new version of him, but I really want that to be a thing because I just think his character's so interesting. I love the actor, Paul Bettany, right? Like we saw him on A Knight's
right.
Tale as well recently. We're really
Yes.
excited to see him there. Very different role. But I want him to be like a main focus in the MCU because he had such a short life. I mean, like through a couple movies or so, and then he had a horrible death. So sadly, that Vision's probably done for real.
Yeah, the personality is going to be gone.
Because the one she made in her world is totally a reset now. It's not even the body. She
Yes.
never stole the body, it looks like. So
Never
what was
did.
that
no,
story?
no, just like that.
Like that's
Yeah.
weird. So
Wow.
what was that story? That's what we were told to believe, and she actually walked away. So she was strong enough to look at him, touch him, and be like, "I don't feel you," and then
That's-
she accepted it
that's
as
right.
hard as that was. She freaking walked away after that.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, like that's insane, and that was so sweet too, seeing that note because I kept thinking that envelope was from Agatha. I'm like, okay, this is how she gets involved.
Right. Yeah.
And it was
That's what I
from
thought
Vision
too.
because it said V, and she always said V in the shows. And again, I want to watch the movies again because I don't remember if she called him V there, but just hearing that a lot and now seeing it, that's how they talk to each other. And that was actually a note from him that they were going to start a life together. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
so
so, yeah.
that was the
Oh,
breaking point,
geez,
actually
yeah.
going there and seeing the foundation, you know, like that was crazy. I really like how they did this episode. And
I did too. And
That's good,
she
good.
just left the headquarters, got in her car, and then drove to a random suburban neighborhood in Westview, New Jersey.
Maybe that's where they were thinking. I mean, again, they're Avengers and they're powerful, and we watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we watch a lot of Marvel stuff, and we hear, like, it makes sense. Like, you have Inhumans, you have superpowered people that, is it okay for them to live amongst normal people, their weapons, you know, so there's a whole debate there. But maybe they were actually planning on making a life here. You know, maybe that's what set it off here, because she's seen this foundation and he wrote out a map or a plan on what they were going to do. So maybe that was going to be it. I don't know. And then that was the last trigger. But guys, please let us know your theories. I get so excited. We watch on the same day it comes out. We release it a lot sooner on Patreon. Our YouTube's usually a week later. That's why you're getting these a week later. So, and that helps us out as well, you know, to create more videos. But I would love to hear your theories about this show. Do you think Vision will come back? I mean, now we'll call him Ice Vision. Is he going to be an evil version of him now? What's his purpose of creating this? Because dismantling him, he was already making a plan to recreate, as we heard from Darcy, Vision. So what's the plan here? Why is he doing
and
this?
is Hayward going rogue? Is he just doing his own thing, or is he under orders? Because that's really wrong what he's doing.
I still want to make that twist where maybe he is with Agatha and he is the husband, and he doesn't have to be the husband, but like maybe he is in cahoots with her, and he is using her to be like, or vice versa, I don't know. And that's why she's so curious about how she brought people back, how she brought Vision back. Like, that's a lot of power just to recreate life and imagine everything in your own head and like actually make it real. So I wonder, like, because Hayward wants to bring back this weapon, he doesn't care about Vision. He like wants to bring back a freaking weapon, right? So what's the purpose? So maybe he was trying to get Agatha to be like, figure that out, so then we could bring back the weapon, you know?
Right, take down this hex.
I don't know, but he did it anyways. Over. He was able to figure it out with the magic and the weapon, or the drone they originally sent in. I'm worried. What do you think about Ice Vision? Do you think he's going to be bad? I mean,
yes.
I like how they made him ice white.
Definitely bad.
He's a White Walker now, guys. Watch out! Get the dragon glass.
Because I do not trust Hayward at all. So he's going to be bad.
I don't either. And hopefully the gang, like Monica and Darcy and the real Vision, can really...
We'll call him the real Vision because I like him.
The real Vision. Because his
Vision
that we know in WandaVision.
Yes. And he is, like, she's so good, not even, like, recreating, like, yes, but to actually remember every single detail, almost down to the soul. Like, she almost has Vision exactly how she remembers him, too, which is also a huge talent as well, because she's not, I mean, anyone could say, like, oh, well, if I had those powers, I could maybe fabricate someone. But really think about it. To get their personality, like, to actually know their cues, their, like, little traits that they have that only you would know. And that's an awesome power to have, to imagine it completely from scratch. And make it real again.
Through the decades, through different sitcoms.
And doing different sitcoms on top of that. And I give the show credit, too, for making all these different sets. And actually having, like, these styles. They put so much love into that. So that way you believe the styles. And when I guessed Malcolm in the Middle that time, because I didn't watch a lot of shows growing up besides some cartoons. But, because I love my cartoons.
I never watched Malcolm in the Middle, but I remember Mom used to watch it a little bit, right?
Yeah, because we love Bryan Cranston. I mean, like, I don't know if you remember, he was the dad, but he was like that nervous Nelly, like, like scared of the wife and always got into trouble and stuff. So I was right about that. That was the only one I could guess, but maybe because it was so popular and they're using popular sitcoms, so most people will get it. And then the last one we saw, I didn't look up the reference, but none of us knew what that reference was. And then Ryan watched it and he goes, that sounds like The Office. And I'm like, oh, maybe. I'm like, I didn't really watch that, but I love Steve Carell. And I was like, maybe. I'm like, oh, that'll be fun because I couldn't relate
it. That makes sense. Yes. I didn't even think of that. Yes,
and
The Office.
The only way I related that was never really watching the show, but my nephews watch it now and again, or they actually watch it a lot, but now and again they come over and watch it at our house. And I would see the zoom ins and then the kind of like shaky zoom out and zoom ins, and they would have like an interview kind of like talking to the camera, fourth wall thing. It looked like that style, that filming style. So that's pretty cool. So again, I can always talk about this all day because it's so freaking amazing. So many theories. I hope the kids will be okay, and I can't help myself. I'm that crazy romantic. I love the freaking story and how sad it got, hearing about how bad Wanda's past was, as we knew. But I really want Vision to be okay, because Wanda's going to need that to, I mean, like, she's strong, and I'm hoping she'll find a way back and be okay. I mean, she lost so much that how do you compare, you know?
She did. And I'm wondering if they're going to try to take over her power so much that they can take control of her somehow.
I know.
Yeah. You know,
and it's like still why? Like, why is all this happening? So we won't find out. I think next episode's the last episode of this season. I'm hearing rumors now they're going to have a second season. And we recently found out that we're going to have a whole lineup of MCU shows throughout the entire year. So I'm very excited about that. And one after the other, which is smart on Disney, keep us, you know, involved all the way through the year. But it also helps us out as well because we have so many shows that we watch. So at least Marvel can be a continuous thing, you know, for that one line, you know. So we're like, sweet. So after this, we can keep watching Marvel because we really love it. Honestly, we started with Marvel on the show or on the channel, and we just really enjoy it a lot. We really do. We watch a ton of other stuff now, too, but this is what we grew off of, and that's why we have such a big fan base for it. So thank you guys for being so supportive and, you know, subscribing, giving us a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up because you guys are amazing, and you help us out a lot when you do so. Yeah, and I just want to keep talking, but I think I'm going to stop because we're running out of time. You guys want to say anything?
No,
it was awesome. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
Today. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I really just want, you know, Wanda and Vision to be together. But I know it won't be the true old Vision, but maybe with this new weapon, if they can like mold. Now, like the Hex has to stay in this visionized Vision, and now they have to combine that Vision with a new Ice Vision, and then make new Vision, which will be good old Vision.
That's right. And her boys.
That's going to happen.
And her boys, Billy and Tommy, are okay.
That is so true. And I care about the kids, but I don't want to say but. I'm going to sound like a bad person. I really like the kids. She fabricated them, so I'm kind of like on the fence of like I worry for them, and I think they are true. But I also don't think the Vision that she made in this world is real-ish. So, anyways, I hope they are real because I do worry for them. But I think I'm a little removed from them a little bit just because I'm like, are they really real? I'm not quite sure.
And maybe they don't realize that they can get out of there themselves. Maybe they just aren't like, you know, honing in on what their abilities are. Maybe they can get out and they don't realize they can get out on their own. Yeah. Just asking for mom to help.
Yeah.
And I know that they're fabricated by Wanda, but honestly, we don't know much about this world yet. I know a lot of you, of course, know the comics, but they might be changing things up in here. And if they are Vision's kids too, even though she fabricated this world, you know, or maybe she was, I mean, we guessed before that maybe she was pregnant before going in here. I don't know if that could even happen, but, you know, if he does have, or if both kids have both parents' powers, who knows? They could be super crazy powerful.
Exactly. They can be even more powerful than their mother eventually.
Maybe.
If not
Can't wait till next time. And then after that, I think there's behind the scenes stuff. So just keep them coming. We love Marvel. Disney Plus is a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Thumbs up the video if you can. And we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys. Wanda needs a hug.